What's good? We back with Motor City Sports Talk. It's your boy CJ Goodfella. And I want to talk about one of the biggest, mistakes in the Metro Detroit history, in Detroit sport history, not picking Aaron Donald and taking Ebron over Aaron Donald. And I just want to talk about how huge of a miss that was. It was a very, very huge miss. I think that's potentially up there with Darko over Melo, Stanley over Devin Booker, KCP over Giannis Antetokounmpo. I mean, it's a lot of different ones throughout the history in Detroit. Missed draft picks, man. And I say because I put that in that tier one because the year the Lions drafted Eric Ebron, all right, they had failed negotiation with Sue and Dominican Sue over and over again. Okay. I'm talking about failed negotiation after failed negotiation. So, I mean, at some point, you got to be blunt and honest with yourself. And I think a lot of people fail to be honest with themselves in sports and in life. And at that point, that last negotiation before the draft they had with Sue, they knew they wasn't going to re-sign Sue. Everybody in the city knew Sue wasn't going to sign in their heart. His house was going up for sale. His sister had put out that tweet how they couldn't wait to get out of Detroit. We all knew Sue didn't want to be here. Also, you had Nick Fairley, a guy that was often injured, never really healthy, showed flashes of potential, but never seen it from game to game. And they knew they wasn't going to bring Nick Fairley back. I think it was a fifth-year option they didn't pick up for him after this year. They knew they wasn't having any intentions to bring Fairley back, or they knew Fairley wasn't going to perform, all right? They knew it. So just knowing that, you losing your starting two defensive tackles. Why wouldn't you draft Aaron Donald? Why would you draft a tight end in Eric Ebron? A tight end in Eric Ebron who had the highest drop percentage in college football. A guy that wasn't overly big. He wasn't 6'6", 6'7". This guy's like 6'4". He didn't run one of those Vernon Davis's 4.3s. And not only that, they only let like a minute or two go off the draft clock before they drafted Eric Ebron. And Aaron Donald sitting down there. A lot of fans wanted Aaron Donald. And I'm just telling you, man, that's just that Matt Millen effect. Martin Mayhew and Tom LeWine, I say this all the time. I know people get tired of hearing me say this in their video. They was in Matt Millen's team. When Matt Millen was making the Charles Rogers pick over Andre Johnson, he was making the Mike Williams pick, I think, over DeMarcus Ware, whatever year that was. These were the guys that was, pushing him that way. He said, well, I was going to take DeMarcus Ware over, I think it was Mike Williams, whatever it was. But my team said, we got to have Mike Williams, whoever it was. Woo, woo, woo. You know what I'm saying? And he followed his team. His team was Martin Mayhew with Tom LeWine. So they go on 16. Martin Mayhew and Tom LeWine played Mr. Ford. Said, oh, that was Matt Millen fought. And somehow they get a promotion, and they tear our franchise up a set of years back just like Matt Millen did. Not as bad, but it was terrible. Picks like this. Now the Lions are trying to find an interior pass rush. Now the Lions are trying to find an interior pass rush. When you could have had this guy, could have solved the problem. Even if Ndamukong Suh got on, you could have had this guy. This guy and Ziggy was more than formidable. And you could have got Ashawn Robinson or somebody down the line. Now, that just shows you why the Lions been in the depths of the bottom of the barrel of the NFL for so long. Because look who you have running the show. People that's incompetent. People that just don't want to make the easy pick. You can say what you want to say about Bob Quinn. He make a lot of safe picks, but the history of the Lions, you can't really take chances, with the history of the Lions. You got to build it right. You got to make the right pick. It might not be the sexy pick, but you got to make the right pick. And Aaron Donald wasn't the sexy pick. Ebron was the sexy pick. Or Odell would have been a sexy pick. But, hey, Aaron Donald just became one of the best defensive players in the league, the best defensive lineman in the league, the best defensive tackle in the league. And you passed him up when you could at least pair him with Dominican Sue for 1 year. But the Detroit Lions, man, Martin Mayhew and Tom LeWine for you. Just not making the right pick. And it's been over and over again. They had years where they missed every pick except for the 6th round pick. You know what I'm saying? Every year. I'm about to get into some more videos today. I just had to touch on this, man. He holding out. The Lions would have happily played Aaron Donald for balling the way he did this year, man. But I definitely appreciate you guys for listening. Motor City Sports Talk. We on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that information is in the description as well. Definitely appreciate everybody for sharing the videos. If you haven't, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the bell icon. More live shows coming as we approach the season. Don't forget Raiders and Lions, 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. This coming Friday. Probably won't be a lot of fireworks. Probably be Stars playing one possession, if that. Motor City Sports Talk. We out.